Hey Curated crew, now that we're in the fall, here are the top 10 things you should do as a homeowner to prepare for winter. One, HVAC maintenance. Get your HVAC system inspected and serviced before the winter push because, well, you don't want to have to wait for hours in the dead of winter with no heat for the emergency tech to show up. Somehow the day you have an issue is always the busiest day of the year. Ask me how I know. Still within the HVAC realm, change your filters, and not just the ones at the unit. Some homes have filters scattered throughout the home by the vents. Go check those, get your sizes, and pro tip, get a subscription like Amazon to automatically buy it at the frequency with which you need it. So the day they arrive, you know you have to change your filters. Also, avoid going back and forth with heat and cold air to avoid unnecessary strain on the unit and potential damage. So you probably want to check your local weather forecast to see if temps are going to spike before switching to the heat. When you switch though, you should remember to ensure that the current cycle is complete and the unit is not running. Then you set your thermostat to off for about 5 to 10 minutes and then restart and switch to the new mode. 2. Winterize your pipes and sprinkler systems. For pipes with exposure to sub-zero temps, insulate with a protective sleeve to prevent freezing. And don't forget your spigots. If you have access to a valve to shut those off, you should probably do so, and open the spigot to drain as much water as you can to avoid freezing within the pipes. As a further protective measure, you can cover the spigot with an insulating cover that you can buy like this one. Now, if you have an in-ground sprinkler system, the manufacturer has instructions to winterize. Please follow those, but principles are the same. You want to blow out or flush out as much water as possible so that the water does not remain in the unit or in the systems to freeze and burst and cause issues for you later on. 3. Check your attic insulation. If you're in a very snowy region especially, your attic is your first line of defense against the cold. Go into your attic and ensure there are no draft holes and the bedding is thick and even across the space. This ensures that you don't lose heat through your roof. And while we're talking about your roof, you should go outside and scan your roof to ensure that there are no loose or damaged shingles that water can get into and freeze. You really don't want to have to patch your roof in the winter time, not to mention it'll likely be the beginning of a costly repair session for you. And we know that roofs are tens of thousands of dollars to fix if the whole thing has to be replaced. So check your roof. 5. Clean your gutters. If they're packed with debris, they can trap water which then freezes and expands and of course bursts. It causes all sorts of issues, so take care of that. 6. Inspect and trim your trees. Now, this one I think is obvious, but it's super important to avoid old and dead branches from potentially falling on your roof, power lines, or yard and potentially injuring someone else, right? While we're on the yard though, let's talk about aeration and overseeding as point number 7. You have your lawn, it looks beautiful over the summer, but don't forget, you want the seeds to germinate before the winter so that by the time spring comes around, it's great. So aerate and then overseed and then fertilize your lawn. And while you're outside with the lawn, don't forget to look around your house for point number 8. You need to protect from rodents and insects. Inspect your home for any holes or gaps that rodents and insects may gain access to. And remember, in the winter, your home is the warmest place on the block. Number 9, I have one that I only learned maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and that's you need to reverse your ceiling fan. If you go up to your fan, there should be a switch that you can flip that reverses the spinning direction. It achieves 2 things. It circulates the hot air trapped in the ceiling because we know hot air rises, and it gets the air to your thermostat on the walls, which shuts it off and prevents it from overheating the room, potentially bringing down your costs. But I think the most important thing is that it really gets the warm air moving around the room because hot air rises and then it gets trapped in the ceiling. And number 10. Now, I know this is not a home product per se, but you need to get your car serviced. Now, the car is a tangential part of your home because you need it to take care of your home. So before the winter time, you need to go out there and get your brakes checked, get your tires switched out if you need winter tires, and do all the things you need to do to prepare your car. Make sure that your heat is working, make sure everything is working so that you don't get to a place where, there may be bad weather, you may be stuck because you couldn't go to the grocery to pick up all the essentials that you need for an incoming storm or anything like that. So Don't forget to get your car serviced. It's really important to actually take care of your home as well. What else should I add to this list? Let me know down in the comments and I'll take everyone's responses, put them together and share it as a PDF. If you like this video and you want to see how to aerate your lawn with a spike aerator, I actually did a video here, I'll put it up on the screen, where I did a whole spike aeration and showed you how to create your garden bed out in front of your house and actually aerate your soil with a spike shoe aerator as well as a test on a rolling spike aerator. So go check that out. And if you stuck around this long, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.